Welcome to a new episode of Digital Dialogues. Today, we delve into a science fiction thriller that combines suspense, philosophy, and existential dilemmas, Source Code by Duncan Jones. In this episode, we'll explore three major themes that run through the film: freedom, consciousness, and time.
Exactly. The fascinating thing about source code is that although it seems like a simple action exercise with time loops, it actually becomes a meditation on the human condition. Throughout the story, Captain Coulter Stevens not only seeks to stop an attack, but also to discover what it means to be free, what defines identity, and how human beings relate to time.
If we start with freedom, we see that the protagonist is trapped in a military and technological system that forces him to relive the last 8 minutes of a train passenger's life. His scope of action is minimal, but even within that prison, he finds the possibility of choice, resistance, and reinvention. What's interesting is that the film suggests that true freedom isn't based on escaping limits, but on how we inhabit and transform them.
And that point connects directly to the second axis, consciousness. Coulter discovers that his real body is in critical condition, almost destroyed, and that the only thing sustaining it is his mind. This opens up a huge philosophical dilemma. Are we our body, or are we our consciousness? The film responds in its own way, showing that identity survives, that emotional experience and human connection have real value, even if they occur in an environment that others consider unreal.
Furthermore, the relationship he develops with Christina on the train reinforces this idea. Although he is told that everything is a simulation, Coulter feels and experiences these moments as authentic. Consciousness then becomes the driving force that challenges the system. Even when it is used as a mere tool by the military, it manages to transcend that function and reclaim its autonomy.
The third axis, time, is perhaps the most obvious, but also the most intriguing. The entire narrative is built on a repeating 8-minute loop. But what seems like a simple exercise in trial and error ends up revealing something deeper. The possibility that time is neither linear nor closed, but malleable. In the end, Coulter manages to create an alternate timeline in which he saves the passengers and, in a way, saves himself.
That outcome breaks the rules of the military apparatus itself and raises a huge philosophical question. Can we rewrite the past? Source Code answers with a hopeful yes, thereby transforming an action thriller into a visual essay about destiny and the possibility of change.
In conclusion, what makes the film special is that it manages to combine the frenetic pace of a thriller with a profound existential reflection. It invites us to think that even in situations of extreme control, there's always a margin for freedom, that human consciousness can transcend its physical limits, and that time is not only destiny but also opportunity.
Exactly. Source Code thus becomes a mirror in which we can look at ourselves and ask ourselves about our own lives. How free are we? What defines who we are? And how do we inhabit the time we live in?
And with that invitation, we close today's episode.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through Source Code, and thank you for listening to this video, and subscribe for more cinephile commentary.